Every tree draws its strength from its roots. For a tree to grow to its full potential, it needs fertile soil, the right amount of water, and strong roots. The same is true for our family tree. The mossy oak tree is our logo, but it's also a symbol of who we are. In this episode, we dive into the family tree of Lannie Wallace as he takes his oldest son, Hayden, on a turkey hunt that he will not soon forget. Welcome to Mossy Oak's family tree.
Well, I really didn't start turkey hunting until I started working at Mossy Oak. But man, as soon as I got down here, heard about, how fun turkey hunting was, I had to try it. So I was in college over at Mississippi State, and there's a lot of public land access around, so got to spend some time in between classes, if you will. There weren't as many turkey hunters back then, I guess is the best way to put it. There was a little more freedom to roam and access, and I actually learned everything, in the woods, right there in those public spots. So it's a real special place, for me, and not only turkey hunting, but again, there's something about those public turkeys that just, it's just really great. Hayden, he spent a lot of time, in the woods and on the water with me. We live in a pretty cool little spot, and I've got access to public water and public land right there from the house. So, he's been in stride with me the whole time since he's been old enough. I probably had him out on the boat the first time when he was 2, I imagine. He was catching flatheads, or we were catching flatheads before school when he was in, pre-K, and just on and there. So he's always, been my outdoor little buddy. There's no question about it. At the end of this winter, all of a sudden, he said, "Hey man, I want to go turkey hunting this spring." He hadn't been turkey hunting. He got excited about it. It was youth season starting March 8th, and we talk turkey a lot around the office, needless to say, and there's a couple other guys, I won't name any names, Riley, that likes to, public turkey hunting too. So either way, we were just kind of talking amongst each other, and he knew about a spot that got, really close to where I started turkey hunting. They got a lot of pressure during the season. He had been in there early and heard a couple turkeys gobbling and thought it'd be a pretty good spot to start out since we had a kind of a week's head start on everybody. When you go in the woods and you don't think things are going to work out, and they just do sometimes. And that's kind of what happened this morning. You got him. I can't believe it. How many did you see?
I couldn't count them.
We're actually hunting on public land. We're getting youth season in Mississippi, so got some good recon from my buddy Riley Payne about where some turkeys were. And we came in here, of course, where we thought the turkeys were, they weren't. But we didn't get discouraged. We decided to loop around and just ease down this road enough. Well, we saw them before they saw us, so we backed up, popped a little blind up, threw the decoy out, and yelped a few times, and here they came. It's really special to me because I killed my first turkey on public land, and I wanted, Hayden to have the same kind of experience. Didn't expect in 100 years it would work out this morning. As soon as he shot, I still can't believe it. That's what everybody tells me the story at the end. I'm like, I can't believe it, but it all's a blur at that point, honestly, and you just gotta throw your hands up and just give thanks and rejoice is the best way to put it for having that experience and it all ending well. I've always tried to be real careful not to force the outdoors on my kids, but to see Hayden's passion, during that hunt and now after the hunt, it's all he's talking about is, turkeys, 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 turkeys. It really, it's really cool for me as a father and as a turkey hunter. To say what I do and what I'm able to do for a living and allowed to do, you know, day in and day out is a blessing, would be an understatement to me. And, you know, to be able to experience that with my kids and my family. I mean, my wife, you know, she loves turkey hunting as much as I do. And be able to, you know, our whole family, you know, do that, it's a real blessing, you know. It's one of the main things, and it's at the core of, you know, what Mossy Oak is and what Mossy Oak stands for. And, you know, again, I just can't reiterate how, you know, cool and what a blessing it is to be able to spend time, you know, with your kids, with your friends, with your family, and the whole time, you know, not get trouble at work either, because they understand exactly what you're doing.
At Mossy Oak, our family tree is the most important aspect of who we are. Taking the time to nurture and care for that tree makes the foundation for strong roots. As the old saying goes, you reap what you sow.